Bulldogs. They've been a NFL factory under Kirby Smart there, Russ. And again, not as many projected first rounders as in years past. They've been rated quite a few the last couple seasons, but still a handful of guys projected on day one, a bushel of guys in the mid to late round prospects, probably 2 dozen draftable prospects here on this Georgia Bulldogs squad. What do you got?
Well, I'm gonna highlight a handful of them, not 2 dozen, because we'll be here for 6 years if you ask me to talk about those many. But personally, on offense, I think it's really interesting that you have three guys who are legitimate receiver prospects.
Yeah.
Not often you see that. Often you see one legitimate guy and two or three like fringe free agent guys. But when you look at Noah Thomas and Colby Young, you have two big boys. I mean, Noah Thomas is over 6'4". Colby Young is 6'3" and 5/8", and 215 pounds for Colby Young. You have two big kids who can run. NFL teams are intrigued because we talked about it a million times. The bigger receiver is in now. I think both of these kids are probably going to push that third, fourth round consideration, maybe even higher based on how well they test, how well the medical goes. I like both of them. The Dylan Bell, to me, still the guy with the most upside and potential. It's been a very up and down year. This is a guy that wasn't starting early on due to a variety of reasons, wasn't producing at the same level, not as big as those guys. He's basically 6 foot 215, but you talk about a kid that's got a legitimate get up and go. This kid can go. Very intrigued by how well he does in the, what do we want to call it, the spring scouting season, where all-star games, interviews, combine, all that. I think he's the guy that he's either going to launch himself up or he's going to go tumbling down, because teams are going to want to know what happened this year. Why was not Bell the dominant guy every single week? Because he's so gifted. One offensive lineman that I'm intrigued by, I don't think he's a high-end kid, but the Micah Morris kid.
Yeah.
Good size guard. I mean, I shouldn't say good size. Big, thick-bodied kid, 6'4", 340, long arms at 33 3/4. Good football player. Is he good enough to get drafted? I think he's right on that fringe. We've talked about the tight end Delp a lot. This is a kid I think is underrated. I think he has very good hands. I don't think he's twitchy when you watch him run. He's a little bit stiff, a little bit upright, but I think the kid's got a chance late to be a consideration because he's 6'4", athletic enough to challenge to make a roster with good hands. On the defensive side, it's a lot of underclassmen, which I leave to you, but they have Dalen Everett, the corner. We talk about a lot. 6 foot kids. This kid's 6 foot and change, 193 pounds, good speed. I think he's the guy that NFL teams are intrigued by. I think he could push high in day two because this is a kid that's really athletic and he can run for a 6 foot plus corner.
Yeah, no doubt. You hit a lot of the guys I wanted to touch base on. I guess sticking on defense, also Christian Miller, defensive tackle. I think one of the top 5 prospects at his position, another one of these top 100 guys. And then CJ Allen, the linebacker. We talked about Anthony Hill. CJ Allen is like shot out of a cannon. This guy's making plays, tackles for loss, flying around the football field. I believe he's in that first round mix as well. On the offensive side of the ball, you covered just about everybody I wanted to talk about, but let's not forget about their speedy, elusive receiver, Zachariah Branch, who came over from USC, redshirt junior, so I'm not sure if he's going to declare, but this is a guy, if he does get invited to the NFL Scouting Combine, could challenge for the fastest 40 time. He's been recorded in that 4.3 range, right around there for Zachariah Branch, and then, he's started multiple years for one of the best programs in the country. I think Gunnar Stockton is like a poor man's Riley Leonard. I think he gets at least brought into a training camp. Maybe he hangs out at the practice squad for a year or two. If not, then I would believe Canada is going to come calling for Gunnar Stockton.
Yeah, I think Gunnar Stockton is what you're looking for in Canada. I think he's going to struggle to stick in the NFL. And I will say, the thing I want to see from Gunnar, even for the CFL, is can he be accurate enough consistently? Because you and I know from working in the CFL is not about the giant arm because the field's bigger. The CFL is about accuracy because you got 2 downs. Because third down, it's punt or go, or you've gotten the first down. So if you're not accurate, you ain't playing. And that's the thing I want to see from Gunnar. Does he have enough accuracy to really be a professional quarterback? To me, that's a big debate. I'm not sure when I watch him, he's got the passing skills to play at the next level.
No, I'm with you. He's Russell Lande. I'm Rick Serritella, and we're with you each and every Saturday, live 10 a.m.